Welcome to the Eric Avasar Show. Time for the final edition of my Uefa Champions League group stage preview. And this group is one of the stronger ones, of course, very weak at the bottom, but 1 to 3, very solid. Perhaps the group of death here. There's going to be a quality side left out between Real Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, Tottenham Hotspur, and Apoel. So, Real Madrid, can't say too much more about what, I mean, they need no introduction about what an incredible job they've done under the management of Zinedine Zidane, the first ever team to win back-to-back UEFA Champions League titles, extending their record 12 Champions League trophies. The standard for excellence is so high at Real Madrid, it's comparable to, let's say, Alabama football, the New York Yankees, the New England Patriots, whatever you want to call it. It seems like Real Madrid's standard is almost higher than any other team in the world. I mean, all the ones I just mentioned pale in comparison. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo is beginning to decline, but he is still banging in the wonder goals. He's not running the way he used to, but they're still utilizing him highly effectively. Still one of the best, of course, one of the greatest of all time. Gareth Bale could play a massive role here. Obviously a world-class player. The same can be said for the likes of Karim Benzema, an aging Sergio Ramos. I mean, Casemiro, one of the most underrated holding midfielders in the world. The way he makes tackles is unreal. Very solid goalkeeping presence from Keylor Navas. I mean, just the list goes on and on of terrific players still doing a great job at Real Madrid. Probably my favorite, personally, is Rafael Varane. Hopefully, he can develop into the best center back in the world that I know he is capable of. Now, Borussia Dortmund, if you want to watch attacking, sexy, beautiful football, playing the game the way it was meant to be played, watch Borussia Dortmund, the most passionate fans in the world. Just the craziest fans, the most amazing fans. I could just, come up with superlatives from them all day. They support a fantastic squad with so much talent. Names like Yarmolenko, Götze, who came back from, Bayern Munich after kind of stabbing him in the back. Apparently all was forgiven enough for him to play. Marco Reus has been dealing with a lot of injury problems. Not really sure where his fitness is. And then Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, arguably the best striker in the Bundesliga. It's either him or Robert Lewandowski. He had been rumored with a move to Real Madrid over the summer. Instead, he will be going up against the Merengues, and I'm sure he will be relishing the task as Real Madrid has the perfect opportunity to scout him. Of course, Andre Schürrle, a terrific option off the bench. Lucas Piszczek has been there. Been around the block as a defender. Omer Toprak, very solid defender in his own right. Marc Bartra was a decent signing from FC Barcelona. Although, what I love about the group stage is Bartra could have to mark Gareth Bale. Some say Bartra is still chasing Bale after that incredible goal Gareth Bale scored in the Copa del Rey final. I mean, I'm sure he will be scarred by that for life. But at any rate, Christian Pulisic playing a massive part for Borussia Dortmund. Clearly the best American there is. He had been playing at such a high level as just, a 17, 18-year-old. Now, the kid is just, he's 18 now, and he's already playing at that top flight level. I thought he was 19 or 20. He is only 18, and he is already playing and thriving against the best of the best. And who can forget about the likes of Nuri Sahin, Shinji Kagawa, great midfielders who left for what they thought were greener pastures, but came back to the club at which they belong. So, Borussia Dortmund about as good as it gets when it comes to attacking. Haven't even mentioned that their captain is actually a defender, believe it or not. Marcel Schmelzer has been at the club since 2008. Only 29 years old, surprisingly enough, and he brings great leadership as well. Now, looking at Tottenham, this might be a team that's lacking in leadership. Hugo Lloris is the captain, one of the best keepers in the world. At some point, I'm sure Harry Kane will want to put on that captain's armband on a regular basis. But look, their signings haven't all panned out. You know, Musa Sissoko, huge disappointment last season. I'm sure a lot will be expected of Serge Aurier, one of the best fullbacks in the world. You know, they have the likes of Victor Wanyama, highly underrated holding midfielder, arguably the best center back pairing in England with Jan Vertonghen and Toby Alderweireld, the Belgian internationals. But their lack of investment is going to cost them. Perhaps what could cost Tottenham even more is just the reality of how terrible they've been at Wembley Stadium. Since moving there, it's just been an absolute disaster. After losing to Chelsea in the EPL, Tottenham fell to 8 defeats in their last 11 matches. Are you kidding me? That is not a string of results that you would attribute to a big club. But Tottenham are still a big club. They have guys like Dele Alli getting it done. You know, Ali is one of the brightest talents in England. Can he carry Tottenham out of this group? Well, first things first, need to pick up points at home. That is what cost Tottenham last year in a weaker group, mind you. Could not make it out of that group. Probably won't make it out of this group either. Apoel, a complete non-factor. Captained by Nectarios Alexandru, any of the 3 top teams in this group have to be embarrassed if they drop points here, whether it's Real, Dortmund, or Spurs. All of them need to pick up points every time they play against them in order to ensure their best chance of progressing through this group. So here is my final prediction for the group. I'm taking Real Madrid on top, first place. No surprise there. Borussia Dortmund second. Tottenham third, once again left on the outside looking in, and then Apoel. So thank you so much for tuning in, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel.